Yorba Linda / East Anaheim, Anaheim Hills, Southern California. I am taking a very familiar drive, one of which there's no way I could count how many times I've been on this road. We're on the 55 freeway heading northbound towards Corona and Chino Hills and all that, and I'm just on my commute to my office, and I kind of wanted to jump on and show you a gloomier look at Southern California and Orange County and North Orange County today, and show you a drive that should be very familiar to many of you who obviously live here. But yeah, this freeway sometimes can be frustrating, I will admit, to us in Southern California, because I was on the 55, now I'm on the 91. And the 91 here, going up past Weir Canyon, passing Anaheim Hills on the right-hand side, this area is known for bottlenecking. And what I mean by that is just simply the traffic congestion here, especially there's actually an on-ramp to a toll road as well coming up. It just randomly gets backed up here pretty frequently, and most of the time there's not even accidents to actually blame it on, and that just makes you more upset. So anyway, but this road, yeah, it's a little gloomy today here in Orange County and North OC, but I thought I'd bring you along to show you a very familiar drive, one of which, like I said, I haven't, there's no way I could count how many times I've been on this road, this freeway, 91, going eastbound towards Chino Hills and Corona, Riverside. But yeah, to the right here, you've got the 241 south coming up, the toll road, which I will admit is still a very good option in terms of like saving time, and the costs have increased a bit, and so just be prepared. It's now a few bucks. When I was a kid, it was like 25 cents or something like that, which obviously as a kid that felt like a lot. But anyway, still a good option for getting down to the southern Orange County, central Orange County area, Irvine, Aliso Viejo, down that way, Laguna Niguel. But yeah, this way is a cool area. A lot of times right up here, oh, yep, it's up today. You'll see right up here, coming around the bend here, there's a pretty massive American flag, one that's been there. I mean, I feel like the pole's been there a while, and there was a smaller flag at one point, but now there's like a giant one right there. And you can see there's not a lot of breeze or wind today, so the flag is really chill, just sitting there, but it's huge. If I had to guess, gee, that thing's probably 20 by 30 feet or something like that, I'm thinking. Not really sure, but anyway, yeah, very familiar drive. This and heading back on the 71 from Chino Hills, where one of my offices is, the 71 down to the 91 going west also can get pretty congested at times, but all in all, the more you drive it, the more you recognize when those times come and go. And being a Californian myself, it just happens, but it's not the end of the world. You just deal with it. Traffic, I will admit, really helps when I've got my full self-driving going. Thank you, Elon Musk and Tesla. I appreciate that, especially when it's traffic-y, because it allows me to take a little break and rest my foot, when the traffic's really awful. So, yeah, anyway, it's definitely, wow, it's almost low-level clouds / fog down here today. It's interesting. But we're mid-September. Today's September 15th. I don't know when I'll get this posted, a couple of days or something. But September 15th, it makes sense that we're cooling down a little bit. I'm curious to see, as an Orange County resident, if the heat returns. That's always the question, frankly. Most of the time, us Californians, we expect almost up to triple digits all the way through October. many times that does happen here and there. Thankfully, the really hot months, which, you know, I appreciate it, especially when I'm at the beach and whatnot, but I am not a huge fan of super hot weather. So I appreciate when the cool moisture rolls in, like the fog, and we're able to get clouds and, of course, rain and all that too. And a couple years ago, we even had snow down in the city of Orange at one point. That was pretty wild. But yeah, usually at most we get rain, sometimes a little bit of hail, nothing like people in the Midwest, even my friends in Denver got used to. We get some pretty gnarly hail out in Denver, Colorado, that's for sure, especially south near Parker in the Front Range. But anyway, good memories. The mountains are stunning out there, but we've got pretty mountains too. We've also got the ocean, which, you know, gotta give it credit. The ocean is absolutely stunning and one of God's most beautiful creations. But anyway, passing Green River here. Many friends have lived out here, me growing up, and I almost feel like parts of Corona are somewhat connected to Orange County. It's kind of cool. But yeah, I'm just making my commute. I thought it'd be cool for you guys to join me on my little series here of Southern California perspectives. And this is a brand new on-ramp. Many of you probably don't know about this yet. This is the new on-ramp from the 91 eastbound going to the 71. And it's actually pretty sweet. They just finished it, gosh, maybe 2-3 months ago. And I've been watching it being built. Feels like it's been maybe 3 or 4 years, maybe longer than that. So it's been cool to see this thing finally put together. Looks like I'm driving into an abyss of fog here shortly. And I've got a little slowpoke here, but that's okay. And up here is where we join, get on the 71. To the right is Prado Dam, which is a pretty famous dam with the good old Liberty Bell, I believe is what they have as a mural over there. It's iconic. It says 1776, the country, when our country was born. So it's in memoriam, which is pretty cool. Up here looks about the same. They had to cut into some of the hillside here, but I'm grateful. It seems like they maintained a lot of it, and so it still feels very similar to the way it did, but it definitely, this change they did with the 71 freeway, I really think it's helping with traffic quite a bit here. So the traffic I was talking about earlier, coming from here, the 71 freeway, going back into Orange County on the 91, going westbound, that I feel like has eased up a good amount. And aside from people cutting in line, which, you know, those guys are so annoying. But, you know, when you're in traffic and people cut the line, it's like, come on, guys, stay behind, like, stay in your lane, literally. Anyway, we are cutting through here and making our way, currently entering Chino Hills now. And I'm pulling up to my office here shortly. And I'm glad you joined me for the ride. Gloomy, like I said, but kind of makes it easier to see this territory that is probably familiar for some, and for some of you, you've never seen it, so it's kind of cool to see. Actually, you could see, I believe it was the city and or the fire department had some controlled burns going on, and we don't have a ton of that we see every day in Southern California, but with all the fires we've had over the last couple of years, prayers still up for the Los Angeles fires and all the other fires that we've seen over the last few years in California, all together, northern and southern. But you know, the controlled burns are good because if you don't have like goats or sheep or you know, livestock that'll eat up the grass like they do down in Laguna Beach and some of the beach cities, controlled burns are another alternative that are pretty efficient. You got to be careful. But it's pretty amazing to see how they can clear all the brush and everything looks so refreshed after. So it's pretty cool to witness. Minus just the smoke element. That part kind of sucks, but anyway, that's my clip, guys. Thanks for joining me. I'm glad you're here with me, and tune in next time. Peace out.